In order to solve this worked example, we simply need to know the area under the line up until the time that we're interested in. And because we have a velocity time graph, the area between the line and the axis is equal to the displacement. Now we're going to go up until 10 seconds, so we can ignore anything after this point. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break this up into smaller rectangles and triangles. So if I put a line across there, a line across there, and a line across there, and then I'm just going to split this one up like that. So what we have now are smaller areas in which we can calculate. And the key thing here is that if we were to think about one of these squares, it's equal to 1 meter per second times 1 second. And then, of course, from S equals VT, because we've just got 1 times 1, that means 1 square is equal to 1 times 1, which equals 1 meter. So let's look at this. So we've got something which is 2 by 4, so that's 8. We've got a triangle, so that's a half base times height, so 2 times 4 divided by 2 is equal to 4. We've then got something which is 2 by 4, so that's another 8. And then we've got this one here, which is 2 times 4 times a half, which is 4. Okay, all straightforward so far. However, these ones down here, we've got something where we've got a negative value. So this is something that's maybe moving towards us rather than moving away. And so this one here is 1 times 2 times a half, which is equal to minus 1. And this one here is 1 times 2, so that's minus 2. So to work out the total area, it's just going to be 8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4. And then we're going to take away 1 and take away 2. And when we do that, that's equal to, well, I guess that's going to be 24 minus 3, which is equal to 21 meters. So this one here, we need to look at the area under the line, but when you've got a negative area, that's going to be taken away. So here, the total displacement of that object after 10 seconds would be 21 meters. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of a mini course which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.